One great activity to do with your dog is biking. It provides the dog a great amount of exercise and a great connection to you. You want to be careful on overdoing it, especially in the beginning with your dog until you can see the dog's levels. I caution people on biking because sometimes people will overdo it with their dogs, especially in the beginning. So to get your dog used to exercise, we want to start them off really slow. So walking, jogging, then biking. Because remember, you can bike for a lot longer than your dog can run for. Your dog is pretty much designed to run for short spurts and then stop. We're in Malibu, so the weather's great, it's nice and cool, but it's not overwhelmingly sunny and the asphalt is not as hot as it might be in some areas. So be real careful. Check the asphalt, make sure it's not too hot for your dog. A great way to do that is to put your hand palm down on the black asphalt and hold it there for about 5 or 10 seconds. And then you'll see if you can lift it up, it's not that hot, that'll be okay for your dog's feet. If it's too hot, forego the idea of biking with your dog. The black asphalt will draw a lot more heat than white concrete. So definitely check the different temperatures where you'll be driving your bike or where you'll be riding your bike with your dog. So let's talk about the equipment you're going to need to bike with your dog properly. I like to use security and safety type gear so that your dog is safe during the biking experience. We're going to talk in a second about how to get your dog used to it, but first of all, let's talk about the right equipment. Your primary concern when biking with your dog should be your dog's overall safety, and that's going to hinge upon what equipment you use to bike with your dog. One of the most important things is you want to keep your dog from running into your bicycle or from getting their paws in between the spokes of your bike. One way I do that is with this adapter. This is a German adapter for your bike. It's made by Klein Metal and it's a spring. So that means your dog can pull and pull and pull and it's not going to pull you over, which is a big concern for you to have. It attaches to the side of your bike. It attaches to the main bar underneath your seat post. And it's a real strong, real durable way to teach your dog and to get your dog used to biking next to you. It also protects you because if your dog is attached to your bike or to your handlebar and your dog pulls and gets spooked, it's going to pull you over and you're going to have an accident. You can land on your dog can get spooked, and the whole biking thing is out the window. So this is the number one way that I start with my dog, teaching him to ride. So this adapter is made in Italy and it's called a Walky dog. And basically it attaches right under your seat post. And with some seat posts, you'll see this will get some travel in it, which is not a big deal. But the great thing about this, when you're not using it, you can just click and take it off of your bicycle. And this just stays on your seat post the whole time. And the good thing about this post here is it keeps your dog this far away from your bicycle, and it makes it very hard for the dog to come back in and get caught within your spokes or under your pedals. So this is where your dog attaches. And we're going to show that this should always attach to a martingale type collar, or best yet, it should attach to a harness on the dog so you don't have any risk of the dog feeling a negative pull on their neck when they're trying to bike with you. So this piece here is called the DogRoll, and what's really nice about this, it extends out as far as this, which is about a good 20 inches, 24 inches away from your bike. This is only to be used once your dog really understands the bike, because this will allow the dog to come right next to you, but also allow him to pull out. And also notice it's attached under the seat so that it focuses on a point of strength from the bike. So if the dog pulls here, he's not going to pull you off balance as if you were holding a leash. You'll see that I still put a leash on the dog just for some basic control, but the main point of contact of control for the dog is going to be attached to his harness via this line here. This attaches real simply to the seat post of your bike, and you'll see I already have the DogRoll on here, which is to be used later once your dog is used to the bicycle. All I do is I simply take this little piece of rubber, put it around, and then take this piece here, this piece on the other side, and then put my first Allen screw in here, put the nut on the other side, put it into the lock, turn it a tiny bit to get it started, and you'll see I've got my Allen key, so I can put this here. When it's on your bike, when the dog pulls, it will travel a tiny bit side to side. I'm going to make this pretty snug, but not over tighten it. I'm going to try to tighten both sides equally tight. And then you'll see right there on this side of the bicycle, these nuts fit into the actual frame of the Walky dog. And as I tighten here, the screw or the nut won't turn, so you don't need a wrench on this side. And that's really it. So once this is attached here, the Walky dog, I'm going to take the DogRoll, I'm going to move it to the side or to the back because I'm not going to use it just yet. This is going to come in place later, and I'm going to place my Walky dog extender arm onto here. And then later, I take this out and I can move the DogRoll back in and use that. So if you have two dogs, one dog really loves the bicycle, one dog's still getting used to it, gives you a great way to use two adapters on one bike. You'll see here that there's a slight bit of travel in this, just there's a slight bit of travel in this. I don't want to tighten it down so tight that it can't move at all. A little bit of travel is not going to hurt if the dog moves a little bit to have that tiny bit of travel.